Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight, people. Last to take the two. Coming on it. Let's fight. Let's fight, people. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Wherever you beautiful folks that join us on this evening. From around the world. Let's fight. Welcome in the ring, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, folks. Happy to have you here. Good to see you, folks. Happy to have each and every one of you here, folks. Welcome to the ring. Long day. Good to have you folks here this evening. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from around the world. It's great to be here with you. So happy you lovely folks are here with us. Good to see you, Jordan Cook, Janet Edwards, Amanda Daniels. Good to see Wills Felix Camon. Alexis Douglas is here too. Facebook user Richard Muraya. Good to have you, Larry Crawford, Nandi Melissa Lewis, Odessa Wardine, Claire Capel, and Janet Edwards. Tia Pompey, good to have you, Idol Rodney. Good to see you as well, Nicola Daniels and Dennis London Welchman. Willie the Best, good to see you, Willie the Quanamingo. Jordan Cook, good to see you, Joy and Dion. And BB Sandyford, Gladstone matches not to be left out. Very others, Donovan, and I see you too. I see Deshaun Alexander and Junior Gibbs. Good to see you guys. Trust you guys have had a fantastic day. We've come to the end of the week. Good to see you, Timothy Gibbs. Ivan Lani, I see Dennis London Welchman as well. And Paul. Trust you've had a great day. Trust you've had a good day business-wise. Charles Nelson, great to see you. Marlon Ford, Yvonne Daly. Robin Ryan, great to see you. Good to see Melissa McLennan is here too. And Sugar Bob O'Neill. Floret, Jacob Ward, good to see you. Welton Blue and Charles Nelson. Junior Gibbs again, good to see you. Roxanne West again, good to see you. Basil Clark, Basil, good to see you. Shirley Withers, how are you doing? Guys, trust you had a fantastic day. Hope your day is off to hope your evening is off to a great start. Hope you had a productive day today. Whatever you did, those of you joining us on Twitter, retweet, guys. Those of you joining us on YouTube, you gotta subscribe to that channel. And you know what, you folks? Why don't you share that link? If you're joining us on LinkedIn, gotta do the same. Follow us on our LinkedIn page. And as well, guys, those of you joining us on Facebook, the multitude like Rondon Ferguson, like Don Fraser, Laslyn Alves, Sheila Hazel, and Randolph Benjamin, Estelite Sinclair. Good to see you as well. And Sheila Hazel, Ferry Duncan, good to see you. Family. Good to have you guys like Ronald Bacchus and Gloria Gordon. Good to have you, Desiree Emmanuel, Minerva Richmond. We see you as well. Pace and power, guys. We're fired up at this end. Share the damn live stream, folks. And smash that emoji button as well. Fired up, folks. Ready to go. Ingrid King, Joel Spartan Hardy. Great to see you. Myrna Monroe and even the Pinciar Patriot, of course. Those guys, fantastic. Alison Bryan and Oswald Hubert, good to see you. Carol Hudson, great to have each and every one of you here, folks. Yvonne Daly, Sharman Morris, Shauna Ferson, Fortune. Stacy Mattis, good to see you. Stacy Wade, good to see you. Adele Wade and Atala Wade Junkin, and good to see each and every one of you. Zane, good to see you as well. And Pamela Viola Kansas, guys, really great to see each and every one of you. Pace and power, boots on the ground, guys. Share that live stream for us. We need a day. Good to see you, Juanita. Good to see Savitri Zal and Coletta Reynolds and John and Levan. Good to see Ulika Lights and Diane Gravesandi. Good to see each and every one of you guys. Pace and power, boots on the ground. We're not backing down. Boots on the ground, folks. Pace and power, guys. Pace and power. Boots on the ground. We're backing down. Rock and come in, folks. Corinne Day, Esteline, Jennifer. Rock and come in. Yvonne Daly. Rock and come in. Will McGran. See, Ulrika Lighton. Blondes is blondes or blondies. Good to see Wonder Fortune and Nigel Polidor. Andan Ajula. Good to see you as well. All you fantastic, fantastic folks. Jana Miller and Bantu King. Rhonda. Good to have you guys. Pace and power. Pace and power. Folks, we're fired up at this end. Even though it's Friday and we are ready to, we don't throttle down at the end of the week. We hit the car into fifth gear. We hit the engine. Box it up, folks. How much gears you got? That's how we go in. Pace and power. Pace and power. Saturday and Sunday going to take care of itself. We out here, people. We outside. Good to have you folks here, guys. I'm fired up and we are ready to go. And we trust that you guys are as well. Where you all be, where you all act, where you all there. Rock and come in, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, we are going to ensure that we are put through at all the right places as well. We want to make sure that happens. Pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Good to have each and every one of you guys. Share the live stream, guys. And smash that emoji button as well. Rock and come in, my people. Send a live stream to somebody. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Pace and power, guys. Good to have you here. And we're ensuring, as you guys are now getting yourself sorted out, that we are shared in all the right places as well. Taking no chances this evening, guys. Pace and power. That's all we care about. Pace and power. Pace and power. Pace and power. And ensure that we're through to all the right places. And we're fired up here, guys. And we're ready to go. And we hope that you folks are as well. And we are about to get started. The fight card is set, guys. And we are fired up. And ready to go. Share the damn live stream, guys. Smash that emoji button if you can. Smash that emoji button. Share the damn live stream. Smash that emoji button, guys, and let's get to going. Please and thank you. And we are right there, guys. Right there. Welcome in the ring. Wherever you folks are joining us from this evening, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. Wherever you guys are joining us from around the world, we are so pleased that you folks are here. Welcome in the ring. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Welcome in the ring. James and Brady. This time up. Good to see you. I am Adam. Good to see you. Karen Castillo. Edward. Good to see you. Take the power. Take the power, guys. Jeffrey Bowie, take the power. Champion, take the power. Love it. Good to have you here, folks. And as we said, we're fired up and we are ready to go, guys. And where are we joining you from tonight? Those of you joining us from somewhere, some little enclave around the world, welcome in the ring. Pace and power. However it's going, we trust you guys have had a fantastic day. And we hope that the evening only serves, guys, to get better. We hope that the evening only serves to get better. Arundel Cook. Good to see you there. Good to see you. Nefty Chow and Roxanne Odessa Jacobs. Great to see you, folks. Great to see each and every one of you. And here is where we start from this evening. Yep, there's a family feud, folks. A family feud in Stanleytown, New Amsterdam. And, folks, you can't imagine that sometimes it's your family for truth. Sometimes it's your family that surprise you. Sometimes it's your family that surprise you, pace and power. Sometimes, indeed, it's the family. And you know, folks, when family hurt you, oh my Lord, they ain't get hurt like family hurt. They don't have hurt like family hurt. And we're hearing that this piece of property in Stanleytown, which belongs, they're telling us, to one Selena John, that's information picking up, Stanleytown on the west bank of Demerara. The guys are telling us that, you know, this is a court matter. And out in the blues, there's a court matter with a gentleman and this young lady's grandmother concerning this property. But lo and behold, the gentleman, the sister of the gentleman come. We're being told, it is alleged, rip the people out of the house. Can you imagine that? Rip the people out of the house. Put them outside. Folks, family, y'all know, y'all family, and all up and up. Y'all know that. So don't come around with funny. Y'all know y'all family all not on the up and up, but we wanted to show you some of what took place there. Stanley Town, folks, Stanley Town. We got to solve this, we got to solve it. Sit down like grown people, try to solve it. If not, sometimes the law has to take it to court. We want to say make it right.
Yeah, she laugh. She got a good laugh.
Share the live, folks, and smash the emoji button. We were told that the Johns family, Selena Johns family, they were ripped out of this home, herself and her children, and they were cast into the street. They're wondering tonight where they're going to be sleeping. And folks, we say, let justice prevail. Let justice prevail. Share the live stream, folks. Share the damn live stream and smash that emoji button, folks. We often show you guys how a lot of things start, but we don't often show you how it's going. So we want to look back at one of the stories we've covered here, guys, and we told you about this particular story of this young man, Brian Knight, who was detained by the police at Lenora police station, and he was found hanging in his cell. He was found hanging in his cell. Cleon Christopher. Greta Jones hanging in his cell. The police want to say he committed suicide. Lo and behold, the police now wants to pay for the burial. They say he committed suicide in the lockups there, hanging himself in his t-shirt, and they have now offered the family to pay for the funeral. The family said no, because they feel something fishy is happening here. So the family is saying to Clifton Akins and the Ghana Police Force, no, they don't want them to pay for the funeral, and I believe they're going to be taking some other actions in relation to Brian Knight's death at the Lenora police station. Yep, that's what's going on with that front. We shared this story with you in the recent past, and we just wanted you to know how it's going. Dan Britton, that's how it's going. Winston Henry, that's how it's going. Gloria Gordon, Yonat Hamer Grant, that's how it's going. Nicole Harding, that's how it's going. Rowena Cummins, Claire Forbes, that's how it's going. Susu, Roy Gary, that's how it's going. Jamal Jordan, Savitry's out. Suk Chan, Sudari, that's how it's going, folks. On that front, pace and power. Share the damn live stream, guys. Smash that emoji button. We tell you all, we ain't traveling down because this weekend. No. Fifth gear in your skin. Moving on the fight card, folks. Moving on. It's not a real place. Y'all know by now. Susan Kanzias, Roy Garraway, Mortimer Timothy Reynolds. You know by now, Cassandra Keeler and Chandler Moses is not a real place. So we just giving you all examples. We tell you all, it's not a real place. It is not. Look why we say so. Because no more we saw, there's a particular store the guys are telling us on Rob Street. They say like they take over the whole parking spots there now. They come out to drums and blacking off Rob Street. They say like they got the transport, particular business. They say Rob Street is doing this. And here's another angle of some of what is going down there, folks. It's not a real place. You can just carry files and jump and take over 2 miles of a major road like Rob Street, Bob Annie. You got powers like that? Nicola Daniels, Fred Heidekin, Bob Annie, Aspen Shots, Eunice Kano. What about you? You got them powers? Ingrid King, Pollyanna Shots, let's fight. You got them kind of power? Linda Booker. People just swoop down, take over half of Rob Street. The guys out there telling us it's a business that's involved in this kind of nefarious actions. Why they don't know? Why they don't know? Guys, not a real place. Every man does what is right in his own life. We're a dangerous spot when we get to that. Happy Friday, folks, but we're a dangerous spot when we get to that. And that is some of what the folks wanted us to share with you guys. What's taking place in Rob Street? You just get a pallet, get a drums, belong to something, and you take over. In the absence of leadership, the workbook tells us every man did what is right in his own eyes. Rosetta Barton. That's what's going on Rob Street. Right? That's going on Rob Street, the robbing people of the street. You see that? The epitome of what that street name means. Moving on the fight card, guys. Pace and power, that's what we're talking about. Boots on the ground and backing down. Who vex? We out there, people. But look, story, guys, is not a real place. Guyana is not a real place. So they have a young woman. She pays on her car loan to the bank. But she took it out from she doesn't have a loan with the bank. She took out the car from the dealership. But she pays the dealership through the bank. And when she pays the bank monthly, and the dealership does its reconciliations, they would send her a screenshot of the receipt. And she's been behind them for a receipt, rightfully so. She pays her money. She wants her receipt. Right? And she calls them. Could you send me the receipt? I've paid the money for the car. You know, since the beginning of the month. It's now the end of the month. I want the receipt. Right? And in vexation, apparently how they save the receipt. The customer service representative give the file names crass receipt. So when she forwarded the receipt to the young lady, that name popped up, crass receipt. And then apparently they deleted it immediately. But you know, young people like tech savvy, she has an app, you can see deleted messages and so on. Y'all know, y'all able. And so she saw the word crass receipt. Guys, that replace. This is customer service to a new law. Crass receipt. You see that? Magnus? They will send you something, Mark, crass receipt. This is the kind of country we live in. This is the kind of customer service you get in some places. Junior Gibbs, they will send you something, it's a crass receipt. Wendy Andrews, they will send you something and see on it, crass receipt. Vibeboard Johnson, who shared the damn live stream, folks? Who will smash the emotion? You ever see something and you see crass receipt on it? The difference, we need to up the level of our service across this country, especially those those ministries. You all know, you all deal with the public on a daily basis, and the private sector got work to do too. In this case here, how are you going to save? That's you put the young lady's name, crass receipt. Wow. What customer service? What customers? You all know yourself. You all know yourself, that car dealership there on South Road. You all know yourself. You all should apologize to that young lady. Right? Apologize and probably even say, you know what? We did something wrong. Take next month free. Take next month. We can hold it down for next month. That'll be good customer service to kind of smooth over this. Cross receipt. Wow. Because you just asked for your receipt, you know. Like them people that run the racket. You all vex people asking for the receipt. Cross receipt. Albert Morgan, you see that? Another country. Civilized plantation. Late great national poet Marvin Carter says. Yes, that country. It's a civilized plantation. Moving on. Them by section. Them by segment, the section, the quarters. You all know what they're doing. Toronto, how you doing, Toronto? Good to see you, Renald and Paul Hawk, Kippins, John in Liverpool. Good to see you, and Yvonne Daly. Good to see you, Daly. Good to see you, folks. Jenny's book. Hope you guys have shared the live stream. Hope you guys have smashed that emoji button as well. But look story now. FYI, folks. You know the old government choosing every night. They're so lazy and lethargic. They don't want to do the work. So they tune in to see what problems the country facing, and then they go and plug it quick and say, yeah, see how we respond here. But we can take the next development however we get it. Right? However we get it. We can push them, Kuala Mingo. Sugar Bob O'Neill. We can push them, Rice. We can push them. We can keep pushing them. Share the damn live stream, folks, and smash that emoji button, guys. Smash that emoji button first. Pace and power, guys. Boots on the ground with our backing on. Look what happening here. FYI, we want y'all know. My God. Folks, Charlie Jagger must be tumbling in the grave tonight. When he see how the corrupt PPP got he looking. Corrupt to the core. This is the Charlie Jagger Dental Center. The people say the toilets are overflowing there and it's smelling bad. Savage Rizal says it's best. It's bare MS. Is bare MS. And I mean medal service. Cherry Dragon Dental Center, people say the toilets there have been overflowing for a few days now, and it's smelly. Cherry Dragon must be rolling in his grave when we see this institution. Worked as a dentist all his life, became president of this country, and they put his name emblazoned across this building in his honor, Cherry Dragon Dental Center. And look, they said for days. And we could say how much money we got, how much billions in sovereign wealth fund, how much billions in the natural resource funds, how much billions in the contingency fund. And this is what Cherry Dragon Dental Center has been reduced to. And these jaguars, shame on you! Jaguars and trench crappers, tadpoles and cricketers, carrion crows, scarecrows, chumby birds. They will do something like this. Got a place look like this. Can you imagine, guys? That is the Cherry Dragon Dental Center. Wicked. That's what we tell you. Wicked, stinking, dirty. Take a look at this. Take a listen. Wow. That's how this thing. Take another look. Take another look. Went by so fast. Every day they see the toilet flowing over. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine every day the guys say the toilets just flowing over there? Shame on them. Wicked stink and wicked stink, and that every day the guys said it's flowing over there. And on that note, folks, on that note, FYI to Cherry Dragon Dental School needs some work. Install regime. Beirut got some problems. Beirut and the East Coast, folks. They say that garbage truck coming through and blocking up the road every day. They're grateful that the garbage being cleared, but it creates another problem. The road breaking up. The folks in the company know themselves. They're asking for some help there in Beirut. They say every time the truck comes, it's some calamity. We want to see the jumpy bird, but it is what it is. The folks in Beirut say they got some issues, they got some challenges, and they need some help. The folks in Beirut say they need help. They need help. They're tired. They say they're tired. They need some help. Help Beirut.
If I put it live, your boss doesn't see.
Help them. Please.
Like this what happened, garbage truck break up the place last week, and now come right back the second time. In front of my entrance, they look. Mash up right in the car again. This is from last go they do, and they deny it. So I put in it now, live, everybody see somebody, they go pick it up. Yeah, I put it going live. Somebody gonna put me, company gonna pick it up.
Yep. The truck in a big hole, falling in the drain. The folks is breaking up the road as well. So folks, come on, let's give those folks a little ease there. They're grateful, they say, that the garbage is being taken away, but instead of creating another problem, blocking up the road. Pay some power, folks. Share the live stream and smash that emoji button. The people at St. Mary's High School, they say sometimes they know the inside or the outside. Right? The school song is Rihanna, Under My Umbrella, That's the school song. Under my umbrella. You don't know if you're inside or we outside. And the folks there at St. Mary's, I think this is on the East Coast, they say they need help. Help. We need help. Talk about trend crappers. The folks that they don't know if they're inside or outside at St. Mary's. You believe me? Oh, you can say it's so bad. It can't be so bad. Yep. That's why they're praying and calling you. Somebody take prayer for us. Prayer, your name, calling. The folk, it's like in none of these schools, this country proper. Under these jagabats, it's in Barnabas, they're getting shot there. Tugville, they're getting shot. You name it. Long St. Mary's, Open Sepulchre, Daphne Iron, you all saw that? Chin High, Stacy Maddis, Warren Mark. You inside or you outside? Huh? And when you show them that, they say, we are SOPs. That's the first thing they're coming with. We are SOPs. The folks that St. Mary said they know the inside or outside. Take another quick look at that. Take another quick look at that. Oh. Yep. You know, you see some people just smiling up. You got one of the pop the Mali. Yeah? They're just smiling up. You got wonder, you know, it's sugar down, you know. Right? Sugar down. They should think too much. Things tight. They ain't coping. You just see them sitting anyway. And they're just laughing. They're just smiling, folks. You know what's happened? Huh? You know what's happened? They sugar down, they're popping the Bali. They ain't coping. Bantu King, Colonel Reynolds, Kim Walker, they ain't coping. Ronda Parry, they sugar down. That's why I want y'all know. We look story here now. We there. We spot yard by. Right? This is Rickford by. We spot yard by. We look story now. Just smiling up. We there. They sugar down. People just there. This country in turmoil. Economy in free fall. Health sector bad. Social services poor. Crime spiraling. And people just say, busting out big laugh. It's pop the Mali, you know, the sugar down. That's why I Nika Court, it's sugar down. Paul, it's sugar down. Well, he stopped laughing just now. Look story. Look how he can stop laughing. You see, fool people one time. You can't fool people all the time. That's what we want y'all know. You can't fool people all the time. It's sugar down. You can't fool people all the time. Right? Them boys say we care. Right? I wish I had Rickford Burke here tonight. Them boys said they care. But look, the man went to a village in the country. The man telling some villagers, you talking nonsense. The villagers broccoli. You see when they go to nonsense. Oh, in 1992, when we come in, we don't want to hear that bullshit. Huh? In 1965, when Bonner was like, we don't want to hear that. Right? And when the people confront them, here, Uncle Sugar Down. You talking nonsense. He turns another villager when the people confronting them. You don't read? That's how they talking to people in this country, though. That's how they talking to people in this country. Y'all don't believe me? Oh, y'all don't believe me? Y'all think I'm making up things? It's sugar down. I tell you, sugar down. The sugar down. Look story here now.
Tell you that
sugar down.
Stopping because for 2 years, well, a year and a half, we couldn't come out much because of the COVID. And only now we can start going out back, but we've been busy working, trying to fix things. Okay? And so that's why I apologize that it's so rushed. Only last night I tell them I want to stop in at Hampshire too. Right? And they inform people. So don't blame them for putting this together. Yes. So listen.
The neglect Belvedere and Belvedere Hampshire League and we don't get nothing from government, nothing from here about them.
Comrade, don't talk nonsense about government neglecting the area. You know what when Chenny Jagan took over, what we started off with? We started off with not enough money to pay debts. You started off with not enough money to pay debts. We didn't have hospitals, we didn't have schools. We had 2 weeks blackout at the time. In Georgetown, I know when I come back in 1990, you couldn't drive around Georgetown potholes. That is what we started off with.
But if they make one
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
That is what
the streets were made, they're broken back. A lot of the streets were broken back up.
Standard of work, sir. It was made, but what standard of work?
Yeah, exactly.
Chip seal is not a
But
standard
chip
of work.
seal,
We have to get the bitumen tarmac.
bitumen, you know you run a family, right? Just imagine you run a family. And when you got your house broken down, and your salary can't even pay for food, that is how we started as a country. So what happened is that the little money we had to spread it around
No,
the
sir.
country.
No, I will not do that. You telling me that if your house broke down and you look at the little thing, you go for the minimal cost, but it's not so. I was the chairman for that Hampshire Forest when it was under CIMAP. And I can tell you that road, 3 intersection and 1 main across. It cost close to $29 million. And that were the chip seal and the seat condition now.
Yes, but the thing is,
$29 million at that time could have made a tarmac
the
with
thing is
bitumen.
that this is a loan. Let me tell you something. Each of these things go out to tender. Government can't go and say, I like you, I'm going to give you the work. We publicly tender. But if you don't have, you all understand, it's like you don't have resources. You know how far this country has come? From where the days when we were bankrupt. Today, now we can afford better quality roads. So that is why we've moved away. It's from chip seal to asphalted concrete and to concrete roads. Now we have moved away from chip seal. But in the early period, everybody wanted their dams fixed. You only had dams, so you had to get it up to some level. I was Minister of Finance. We couldn't find money at the end of the month to pay wages and salaries in the public sector. You remember those days? A lot of people don't remember the early days.
You was telling us that we can't find money and we are an island nation, the second largest island nation in the world, sir.
But this is the thing, comrade. Don't you read?
I read.
How much money have we spent from oil and gas resources as of now today?
I don't
You
know.
don't know. You don't know.
You all said
You
that you
don't
are
know.
not.
There is
You
zero.
all
We have
said
spent
that-
zero.
You all said that you are not taking nothing from the contingency and from the island, the resources.
From what?
You all said. I saw you when you were at Baymont, when they posed a question to you about
Yes,
NIS.
so tell
and
me
he
what
asked
I
you.
said.
You said contingency. We thought that
contingency?
he's coming from this cloud. The guy asked you to take the money from the fund.
Comrade,
Okay,
let me tell you something. There's a natural resources fund. Every cent that we collected so far has been deposited in that fund. So in the 2 years since we started producing oil and gas, we collected about $700 million. $700 million. This is the first year in the budget that we have brought money from the fund into the budget. Only 2 weeks ago, the first set was transferred. It has not even been spent as yet.
That's a government that cares, right? Tell Big Auntie, what nonsense you talking? What nonsense you talking? Then he tell Big Uncle, you don't read? That's a government that cares, right? When you got to go back till 1992 and 1985 and 69, who wants to hear about that? To justify why you are failing as a government. CIMAP, when I say about CIMAP, you got to go back to 1964. You failed as a government in 2022, and you got to go back in 1964 when we did not dial. Waste. Failures. That's what they are. Failures, folks. Failures. That's what they are. 1964, 1967. Oh, when we didn't have this, when we didn't have that. Whole pack of nonsense. Failures. Whole pack of failures. That's what they be. Fail. Right? You talking nonsense. You don't read. And then all of a sudden, the same people who talk about rigging, saying now, oh, we ain't setting up the Commission of Inquiry anymore. Right? Fighting down the elections petitions in the Court of Appeal and the CCJ. Fighting it down. But them boys rigged. How much people they got charged with fraud, electoral fraud related issues? 2 years later, not one conviction, no evidence, bogus charges. And now when they brace, oh, you didn't promise, you will investigate, the 2020 general election that y'all said was rigged. He said, we ain't gonna go in that direction no more. Y'all think people stupid now? Y'all think people foolish? But this in a long time. This in a long time. Right? Spending a certain money, doing a whole pack of foolishness. Tell the International Monetary Fund government telling you, boss, hold on. If you continue pumping all this money into the economy, you're going to block the whole country. Inflation will be sky high. But Barrett Bright and everybody else is dunce. Yeah? We're going to take several seats. Imagine International Monetary Fund government telling them this. Yeah? Yeah, go and sit down, man. Go and sit down. But look story now. Look story now, folks. I wish Rickford went to weigh in on this matter. Look story now. Could you imagine? Chronicle, the national newspapers, saying that the Botheration concert was a success, was a good show. Chaos aside, Botheration was a good show. What kind of country we live in? The chaos and the mayhem aside. This is national newspapers, you know, sanctioned by Prime Minister Mark Phillips. Right? Sanctioned by Bar Jagger, sanctioned by Papa Jagger, but sanctioned by Catfish. Oh, chaos aside. Millicent Ross, you seen this? The Botheration concert wasn't too bad. Chaos aside. Right? And look now. Look, I wish I had Rickford here. Wish. To go into some of these issues. Wish. Look story now here. That brings me to the Dunn Stubbs. The Sugar Dung. Right? Bring me to the Dunn Stubbs. Up front and center. Susan Kansas. Who's sharing the damn live stream? It brings me now to the Dunn Stubbs. But listen to this one. He upset. He said he watching the people in the diaspora. He can barely manage crime rate. He watching Rickford. He watching this body. He watching this. The Dunn Stubbs. Crime spiraling here. He said, Rex, we'll be in the diaspora talking. Why don't you go there and live? You're so interested in the diaspora. Listen to the man said recently. It's madness, folks. It's madness. Share the damn live stream. They come out. Listen to madness. Listen to Dunn Stub Robeson. Listen to the fella. Dunn Stub Robeson. Listen to him.
We need to condemn those who may stand up. Some of them or most of them in New York or someplace, and said the Georgetown and Bondong. Something which upsets me greatly. It could not be that we could carry our discussion, our engagement, our varied perspectives on the leadership in Guyana, on how we develop our communities, if persons would suggest that we must burn the house down, go in a cinema and say, shout fire, we will not get anywhere. I want to encourage citizens, Guyanese citizens, taxpayers, those who live here, to condemn those persons who make those assertions publicly, and they also make it in this new space, new media space called Facebook and Twitter and all those other places they make these things. They don't live here, they don't care, and I'm prepared to have them arrested when they come at the airport in Guyana, whichever airport, or through whichever port. I'll have them arrested because it is more than a suggestion of creating and wanting public terror.
Yeah, I'd rather have my teeth pulled out than listen to him for long. Honest to God, that's how you ought to do. Folks, I tell you, I wish I had somebody dropping by. Well, look story now. Folks, I'm privileged to have with me the one and only Rickford Burke, looking all buff and thing there down there in New York. Again, president of the Caribbean Ghana Institute for Democracy in New York there. You ready for them, Rickford?
Ready for Robeson. Ready for Robeson.
What nonsense Robeson talking, Rickford? Make sense of it for the people, man. Make sense. Share the damn live stream, folks. Let's fight. Make sense of it, Rickford. I beg you.
Well, Sharon, first of all, Robeson, Ben doesn't have the power to get anybody arrested. The Constitution says that you're arrested pursuant to a criminal investigation and an allegation that you committed a crime. Mm-hmm. So these guys think that they're all powerful. But look who the PUP put forth to do that, right? The most stink and dirty person in the PPP, right? A house.
Well, stop, Robes.
They put him, a nasty looking fellow like that, always looking unkept. He looks like he needs to be arrested and sent to an asylum or something. He's so nasty. But
Or Taylor.
but Charles, listen to this note. Listen, first of all, let me address the allegation he made. It's a bloody lie. Nobody in the diaspora has called for this. You were there. He is referring to the anti-racism rally that we had in August, where you had all sorts of government officials there, about 200 police officers. You had members of Congress there. You had members of the Senate, members of the City Council, leaders of the community there, clergy members there. The DJ was playing a song, full extreme, that said, if the city would burn down, we jamming still. If the building would fall down, we jamming still. And somebody who was entertaining the crowd substituted the word city and building, substituted Georgetown for the word city and building. So the person was singing, and the person was on the microphone saying, I heard from a distance what they were saying. If Georgetown would burn down, we jamming still, meaning we partying still. If this building would fall down, whatever building you're in, we partying still. That's the message of the song. Regardless of what's going on around us, we here to party and we partying. That's what the person was singing. How could that be a threat to national security? How could that be inciting terrorism? Listen, the PPP is the party that has inflicted a reign of terror on Black people in Guyana. From 1961 to 1963, Robeson-Ben's party burnt down Black people's homes and villages and murdered them from Lindem to Berbice. It was the PPP, Sharon, that killed Black people, over 1,400, used death squads to kill them under Bar Jagdale's presidency. It was the PPP that burned sugar estates to deliberately sabotage the Guyanese economy. And I just heard Bar Jagdale talking about the economy that they allegedly inherited. It's the PPP that destroyed the economy. The PPP destroyed the sugar industry.
3 years at it.
So, but let me come to the point, the real issue. Robeson-Ben is being disingenuous. They're not upset because anybody is saying burn down Georgetown. Georgetown has Black people. Georgetown has our people. Georgetown has Guyanese citizens, our brothers and sisters. Why would we want to say burn down Georgetown? Nobody in the diaspora has ever said that. The truth is, Sharon, the fiercest opposition to PPP racism, PPP corruption, PPP criminal enterprise is coming from the diaspora, because we have the constitutional right to speak up, and we conduct ourselves here within the law. We respect the rule of law, but we have free speech. Nobody can monitor our speech unless you commit a crime. And they're upset with that because in the advent of this new thing called social media, they can't control criticism. And the PPP doesn't like criticism. The PPP is a communist party. They believe, like Russia, in killing you if you criticize them. And
that's why you told Big Uncle you're talking nonsense. That's why you asked Big Uncle, if you don't read, they don't like criticism.
No, they don't like criticism, and they can't stop us in the diaspora. And if you notice, Sharon, every Black social media talk show host in Guyana has been arrested, including yourself.
Yeah.
They can't do that to us. They can't do that to us. But I want to make a statement tonight, because I've spoken to leaders all across the diaspora. And as I just said in my broadcast, tomorrow I'm meeting
Rickford, your audio breaks up a little bit.
Sorry.
All right, I think I lost your video feed a little bit too. As soon as we have Rickford stand up, guys, we are going to bring him right back. Oh, I think we have him back now. And Rickford, yeah, right ahead.
Yes.
Recap the last bit first.
The Guyana government has officially announced that they intend to kidnap United States citizens whenever they go to Guyana. Because nobody, regardless of what anybody says, nobody has ever said the Guyana, can you hear me or see me, Sharon?
Yes, Rickford. We have a little
The Guyana Police
interference
Force,
again. Go ahead.
the Guyana Police Force or the Guyana government doesn't have jurisdiction over what anybody in the United States says. In addition to that, the United States Constitution guaranteed whoever sang that song at the rally the right to sing it. Who the hell is Bar Jagdeo or Fernali or Robeson Ben to tell us in the United States what we must say, what we must sing, and how we must say? We don't hear them telling the East Indian racists that belong to their party that threaten you and I every day. You're not hearing anybody telling the person who is right now has a post on the Guyana Police Force page saying Rickford Burke must be brought to Guyana dead or alive. You don't hear Robeson Ben talking about that. You don't hear Robeson Ben say anything about the PPP member that on Irfan Ali's page saying my head must be cut off and brought to him on a platter to be paid $10 million. So what the hell they come telling black people in America what to say? Let them go to the East Indian supporters that threatening Afro-Guyanese every day. And we want to say this, Sharon. If they think that they can threaten U.S. citizens from the diaspora when they go to Guyana, then we will threaten them when they come here. Members of the same U.S. administration, we will get them arrested as well. We will file proceedings in federal court and force them to come here and spend money and hire lawyers. And we're going to protest against their family members' homes. We'll harass them when they come here.
Correct.
Everything they do to black people in Guyana, we will do to them and their families here. And yes, I have the audacity, Sharon, to add families, because Bar Jagdeo stood up in the middle of Georgetown during the 2020 campaign and threatened your family and threatened the family of APNU supporters and APNU politicians and threatened the family members of senior police officers. So yes, we're telling them, you bring it on. When you attack black Guyanese citizens that travel to Guyana, we're going to deal with you when you come here and your family members. I hope this message goes loud and clear. Let them write the State Department and the U.S. Embassy and everywhere else and say, I said that, because they're threatening us and our families, and we will do the same thing to them. This time, a long time.
I think that's it. I think that's what they are not accustomed to, because here's Robeson Ben. You have the fire at the DPP's office, the building that houses DPP's office, and the Office of Professional Responsibility. He made the same charges as people overseas. Months later, we can't get the report. And he claimed he got the report.
There's nobody threatening any fire in Guyana.
Months later, we're waiting for the report.
The fact is, we are the fiercest critics of the government. Our condemnation is hurting them. It's affecting investor confidence in the country. It's affecting their relationship with some of the ABC leaders, not the ambassadors, but back home. Members of Congress are reading what we say. They're listening to us. They're reading our letters, be it in London or Canada. That's what the problem is. That's what they're calling fire. Well, if they think this is fire, they ain't see fire yet, because we intend to keep the pressure on them. They must end racism. Guyana doesn't belong to them. They must stop giving East Indians alone contracts. Guyana don't belong to them. They must stop and they must ensure funding, because people in Georgia.
There's the inference again, Rickford.
Everybody benefit from the oil
Apologies, guys.
resources of the country. That's our message.
Great. Happy to have had you on, Rickford, sharing your thoughts on this outburst by the installed Minister of Home Affairs about people in the diaspora and what they see. And
let me go. I hope the international community is listening to what Mr. Ben said. He said he will instruct the police to arrest people. So this is a police state. This is Russia. You get arrested based on the feelings.
Yeah, because he feels a certain way.
If Ben don't like you or Barrett doesn't like you, they could issue a warrant for you, or an arrest warrant, or a wanted bulletin, or Mr. Ben could pick up the phone and say, arrest that man. That's not how that works.
So it seems as though the laws in this country don't stop by the border. They got far-reaching consequences.
No, they're the law, Sharon. These people think, thanks to David Granger, these people think that they own the country and whatever they say is law, but they don't control us in the diaspora. And we in the diaspora have different values. We're trained to assert our rights. The Constitution and the rule of law teach us that we have rights and we must fight for it. And if they want to understand what fighting for your rights mean, let them take a look at what happened to America after George Floyd was murdered. We got that in mind for them.
The wicked stink and dirty, Rickford. Wicked stink and dirty. That's the people. Plain and simple. Thanks for coming through, Rickford. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having me. Good night to your listeners. Have a great weekend. Everybody be safe.
That being said, folks, that's our program. That's our time to listen. Take the power. Here, like you guys. And smash that energy much as well. Take the power. Good to see you folks, and folks, you know, we can't do it without you. Keep the lights on, keep the doors open, partner with me, moving things forward. You know the information by now, guys. You know the information by now. We on PayPal, we on Zelle, we on Cash App, MMG, available via Western Union and MoneyGram as well. 627-6963, 627-6963. If you need any guidance, rather, you need any guidance, you need to get in contact with us. That's our number. We're going to tell you guys our 627-6963. The whole place falling apart, you know. Falling apart. It's TNT falling apart. This is the big auntie. Where you going to fix the street? Where you going to fix the road? Don't talk nonsense. Here's story? Oh, Father, no. Hold on. We take another look at that, man. Take another look at that. Take another nonsense. When they get brace. Tell me guys you're talking nonsense.
To tell you that stop in, because for 2 years, well, a year and a half, we couldn't come out much because of the COVID. And only now we can start going out back, but we've been busy working, trying to fix things. Okay? And so that's why I apologize that it's so rushed. Only last night I tell them I want to stop in at Hampshire too. Right? And they put it and they inform people. So don't blame them for putting this together. Yes. So listen.
The neglect Belvedere and Belvedere Hampshire League we don't get nothing from government, nothing from here about them.
Comrade, don't talk nonsense about government neglecting the area. You know when Chenny Jordan took over, what we started off with? We started off with debt, not enough money to pay debts. You started off with not enough money to pay debts. We didn't have hospitals, we didn't have schools. We had 2 weeks blackout at the time. In Georgetown, I know when I come back in 1990, you couldn't drive around Georgetown potholes. That is what we started off with. Yeah, but that's what I mean. The streets were made, they're broken back. A lot of the streets were broken back up.
It was made, but what standard of work?
Yeah, exactly.
Chip seal is not the standard
But
of
chip
work.
seal,
We have to get the bitumen tarmac.
you know you run a family, right? Just imagine you run a family. And when you got your house broken down, and your salary can't even pay for food, that is how we started as a country. So what happened is that the little money we had to spread it around the country.
No, I will not do that. You telling me that if your house broke down and you look at the little thing, you go for the minimal cost, but it's not so. I was the chairman for that Hampshire Forest when it was under CIMAP. And I can tell you that road, 3 intersections and 1 main across. It cost close to $29 million. And that was the chip seal and the seat condition now.
Yes, but the thing is,
$29 million at that time could have made a tarmac
the
with
thing
bitumen.
is that this is a loan. Let me tell you something. Each of these things go out to tender. Government can't go and say, I like you, I'm going to give you the work. We publicly tender. But if you don't have, you all understand, it's like you don't have resources. You know how far this country has come? From where the days when we were bankrupt. Today, now we can afford better quality roads. So that is why we've moved away. It's from chip seal to asphalted concrete, and to concrete roads. Now we have moved away from chip seal. But in the early period, everybody wanted their dams fixed. You only had dams, so you had to get it up to some level. I was Minister of Finance. We couldn't find money at the end of the month to pay wages and salaries in the public sector. You remember those days? A lot of people don't remember the early days.
You were telling us that we can't find money and we are an island nation, the second largest island nation in the world, sir.
But this is a thing, comrade, don't you read?
I read.
How much money have we spent from oil and gas resources as of now, today?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
You all said
You
that
don't know.
not,
There is zero. We have spent zero.
You all said that you are not taking nothing from the contingency and from the island, the resources.
From what?
You all said. I saw you when you were at Baymont, when they posed a question to you about
Yes,
NIS.
so tell
and
me
he
what
asked you. You said contingency. We thought that he's coming from this cloud. The guy asked you to take the money from the fund.
Comrade, let me tell you something. There's a natural resources fund. Every cent that we collected so far has been deposited in that fund. So in the 2 years since we started producing oil and gas, we collected about $700 million. $700 million. This is the first year in the budget that we have brought money from the fund into the budget. Only 2 weeks ago, the first set was transferred. It has not even been spent as yet.
Lying like we're harsh chatting. Lying like we're harsh chatting, folks. That's our program, guys. Remember to partner with us. Have a great weekend. We're going to be back with our podcast tomorrow. Back on Sunday as well. Have a great weekend otherwise, guys. And we're back to regular programming for Monday, FYI in the mornings, below the belt at 12 midday, and then we're back in the ring in the evenings at 8. Guys, it's been a fantastic week having you guys here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love, guys. Thanks for it all. Thank you so much. That's the program this evening. That's me time. Let me give you guys a shout out before we go. G Noble, good to see you in Gloria Garden. Sherma Roberts is here as well, and I see Gloria Garden. All the Garden is here. Hazel and Sharon Castro Edwards. That's all they care, you know. You talking nonsense. You just read. Yep. When you push back against the lies, you hear lie? Pack of lies, man, lying like we're harsh chatting. But the folks pushing back against him. Oh, you just read? Yes, it's just, you hear that? Share the live stream, folks. Let folks get credible and valid information. You're getting complacent, you know. Over 2,000 of you are still watching us. Share. Not earlier, because we know some of y'all people, the faithfuls, the real ringsiders, share the live stream, guys, and smash that emoji. But make me look nice with the shares. Make me look nice with emojis, guys. There's Emmanuel. Fair Politics, good to see you as well. Fair Politics, good to see you. Melly Ross and Reggae Luke. Pollyanna Court, good to see you. Muriel King, good to have you guys. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. Yep, just with yourself, guys. That's our time. That's me time. Shamor Williams, give a couple more guys a shout. I missed y'all over the weekend, but we're going to see you guys back on the podcast tomorrow midday, Sunday midday. Joylyn Cook, Mary Centros, Patricia Graves, Andy Goodman, Sunil Sukraj, good to see you. Maxine Monroe, good to see you as well. June Ann Williams, great to see you, folks. June Ann, good to see you, June Ann. Good to see you. Pollyanna Court, good to see you. All the fantastic folks. Ensure you share the live stream before you go, guys. We're Nella Garnet. Smash that emoji button. Great to have each and every one of you here. Eva is here. Eva Garnett and Lynn Higgins is here. Guys, drop a comment quick and give you a shout out. Kim Walk is here. Smash that emoji button. Disrespectful for truth. You're right. Andre Braffett, Chinsing Henry, Mortimer Timothy Randall. You know, their pension just gets stopped because the last man that confronted the same man, the guy you referred to, who said he asked him about the consolidated fund. We got money consolidated fund. We took 40 billion out of the natural resources fund, which is we can't fix street. Nobody want thief it. Wicked, stink, and dirty. Bellamona, you want to talk what happening in the diaspora? All these problems you got happening is the diaspora you worried about? Give us a break. Joylyn Cook, Filbert Taylor, and all the other guys. Thanks for joining us. Gloria Gordon, I see, is here, and Joylyn Cook, and I see Mortimer Timothy and Sandra Davis, Tracy Mullen, guys. Again, finally. Hold on. That's me tight. That's what we're gonna miss y'all. See you guys back here tomorrow midday, Sunday midday as well, and have a good weekend. Have a great, big, fantastic weekend. Turn your comments. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. We say stay safe. We don't talk.